Hi everyone, it's me Darlene. I am here with a quick and I think easy project. I'm going to do some grid work on this piece of interfacing, one-sided iron-on, but instead of fabric I want to do just yarn. Now I have a lot of what I call fluffy yarn because when I tie a knot I split my yarn. It's 4-ply yarn and I split it to make the knot, and I love to weave in ends that have been split because instead of like a rope, it's like a ribbon. It's nice and flat. Anyway, more about that another time. Now, I'm going to do this knowing that nobody has yarn like this because I don't think anybody else is splitting their yarn and saving the scraps. But we're going to do this one today, and then I do want to do some yarn work on this, but with just strands that we can cut so we can have a whole bunch. You know, you could just go pick up a little bit of the Dollar Tree yarn if you want a variety of colors. Yeah, so I just thought we'll do that another time. So make sure you subscribe so you can know what I do next time. Now I'm just going to be putting yarn, and I don't care if there's like some 4-ply already, but I'm not going to put fabric. And again, another time, I would love to do like a few cuts of yarn and then some shreds that I would lay out, and then yarn, and then, you know, I think that would be cool. And if they go all the way across, then the only sewing I'd have to do is this way, because they would not, you know, be sticking out or anything because they'd be lined up this way. So I have ideas. I did not grab my ironing board. I have this. This is a piece of batting, 100% cotton batting, and I use it often when I'm doing crumb blocks and things, and it gets, I guess it's burning, but that's okay. Oh, now where's my pressing cloth, which is also dirty and staining, but that's okay. So let me see, do I want to like be fussy with colors, or yeah, there's more in here than I thought. I mean, it's really cool. Just save scraps of everything. Oh yeah, so I have the whole thing that where I would need to cover. So why don't I just do something like this? Why don't I just put a whole bunch on there thick, and what sticks will stick, and what doesn't stick won't stick, right? And then I can just, ooh, look at all this nice black. Now, you know, the things on top might not stick. Yes, somebody asked me if I had black Fusible, and I used to be able to get that when I lived in Maine at Marden's. I have no clue what the brand name of that was, but it was so featherweight, but it just came off a roll, and I don't know, you know, any brand name or anything. So, and then I moved, and, you know, I don't know. I'm very fussy about stabilizer. I like it to be very thin and lightweight. Okay, I'm pulling some of these up, but I'm going to be on the hunt for it. Now, what else do I want to tell you though? Oh yeah, always check out my auctions. I'm going to have this little bag up for grabs on an auction starting at 1 penny, free shipping. As you're watching this video, I have my little denim bag on auction right now. It's only like up to $2 or $3, something like that, free shipping. And I thought there was something else that I wanted to talk. Yes, I got 9-inch zippers, so we're going to be doing tote bags and bigger bags than just the little pouches like this, because this is a 5-inch zipper. All right, I've got so many things that I'm excited about. Let's just, oh, I didn't turn my iron on. Hang on. While I'm waiting for the iron, just look at all these colorful shreds that I have. Oh my God. I was cutting a bunch of fabric, and I have all these nice, lovely trimmings in all the different colors. Oh my God, I have so much fun with this stuff. Okay, let's see. Yeah, I really want to make sure that I have a lot of the space is filled. Oh, I have some room here on the corner. Ooh, look at the pretty purple. I like purple. Let's shove that right there. Maybe put that there. Okay. See if my iron is hot enough. It probably will have a hard time heating through the yarn. Whoa, that's a mess. Okay, that's going to have to be flipped over. I would probably have to start it out with glue. But this is us practicing, right? I'm experimenting. I'm not even practicing. I'm just experimenting at this point. Okay, so let me, hang on. I actually think it's stuck enough that we can just do this, okay? Now we're going to put this on the back. I'm going to turn my iron down a little tiny bit because it gets really hot. Oh, I know what I wanted to tell you. My packs of the interfacing, I cut 5 by 8 pieces. You get 12 sheets, and I only have 2 left, and you want to go grab them because now all of a sudden that particular interfacing is like on back order. So I don't know when I'm going to be getting more. So I have the link in the description of this video. You can go grab one or the last 2 packs that I have, and I will certainly cut more when I get my order. Okay, this is kind of cool. Kind of cool. Oh yeah, so I would like black because I would rather have black peeking through than white because that would just look so like mosaic, like, you know, the grouts between the tiles. So I guess I could trim a little bit. I'm gonna just press this a little bit more. I'm putting those back in the box. I don't want to burn anything or melt anything, I should say. So let's just do this. Try it a little bit more, a little bit higher. Yarn will melt. It's acrylic. Okay, let that cool. And then I'm going to just trim some of the yarn. Hang on. Just want to show you the mess this makes. Okay, I'm just picking up all of these loose ones. And I'm going to put that in there. Yeah, I have this, but then I have thicknesses of fabric because I don't want to melt my mat. And then look, this is the top stitched piece that I worked on a long time ago, and I didn't really finish it, and I want to make a tote out of this fabric. Look, look, look. Do you remember when I did all this? It's top stitching crumb blocks. So there's some parts that are crumb blocks that had no top stitching, and then I top stitched pieces. I will link to this series. I don't know if it's got its own playlist. I can't remember, but I'll find videos and I'll put them in the description of this video. Oh yeah, so I don't think I have to iron anymore right now. Okay, so now I'm going to do, why don't I just do it with my ruler? That'll be easy. Just gonna follow along. I'll stick out a little bit more than the edge of my interfacing. Now there's no glue on that, so that's going back. It's going back in there. Let's do it this way now. And then I can maybe add Joe's, I think, choking. He'll be all right. He's just coughing. It would be nice if I don't burn myself. My iron is right next to my arm. Oh. You know what? I don't care if there's some white showing through. Okay, I might be able to put a little piece right there, but I don't think the stitching's even going to really show. I mean, I don't think that space is going to show because I will have stitches too. I'm just going to do it. Oh, this corner is pretty naked. Okay, let me see. Here we go. We're going back. We're going back to this. I'm going to, oh yeah, this is the fabric that I used for this guy, but I had some scraps. Let's see if I can maybe skip the glue and just see if I can get that to stick there. Did we do anything? I don't think we did. Nah, I don't think so. Well, let's see. I don't know. I am going to go to the machine. I don't know if I'm going to be able to sew without this all falling apart underneath, but I sew on this side. I know people say, "What? Why? Why are you doing that? Just do it the other way." No, I don't want to. I want to do it this way. So I'm just going to sew lines in this direction and that direction. And I'm going to have to come in pretty close because there might be some little pieces of yarn that could fall through. I don't know. I'll be right back. I only had a few little pieces like this that came off while I was sewing. And it was like very close to the edge. And it was probably something that was, you know, the edge of the fabric was this way and it was probably kind of laying this way. Other than that, everything stayed in place. I haven't looked yet. And I think that's why I love to sew it upside down, because I don't get to see it until you do. So let me show you the back side. Now look at all around how cute that is. But see, this one might end up coming off. Some things got pushed around. So I sew this way, so it's the bottom thread that's going to show on the right side. And I put black because I thought it would look, I don't know, mosaic-y, because there was quite a bit of black yarn in there, and I just thought I would like black. And this is just mint green. It's what I had on the top thread. And I just sewed, and I you know, they're probably just, I don't know if that's 1/4 of an inch or wider. Yeah, it's a little bit bigger than 1/4 of an inch, but not quite a half. And so this is what we have on this side. Let's look. I thought I'd have a bigger gasp, a love gasp. I guess, I don't know. I do love it. I love it. I think I would need for it to be trimmed, but in the way I hate to do that, because my little practice pieces now are going in my auctions because I just have too many things. And it would be, see, this just came off. It was on the very edge. So a couple little things. See, there's a long piece, but I could just trim that. I don't know. I mean, maybe I don't like the black lines. I think that kind of took away from it. Let me just try to even this up here. I'm trying to figure out what it is that didn't make me go, oh my God, you know, that kind of thing. So I usually fall in love quickly. I was disappointed this time. Trying to just pretty this up a little bit here. Come on, get the, yeah. This is a little bit of a long leg here. Oh, yeah, this is one of my hairs. My hair's on there. Gotta always have some of that. That special touch. All right. I wonder if I should give this one a wash test. I should, right? I mean, but if somebody's just doing a craft that they're not going to wash, I'm bothered by what is a thread. It looks like a thread there, and it's bugging me because I got it. I didn't want a thread. It's yarn. And I have a little part right here. Can I point with something? Right there. That's fusible sticking through. Maybe I can just kind of cover it with the yarn a little bit. Oh, I think that I did a pretty good job. Doesn't hardly show. I don't know what to say or to do. I don't know if I should just put this on an auction at some point. And I've been calling them like junk journal patches. Okay, so for junk journals, somebody could have a small junk journal and have this be the cover. That would be cool. Or even a tiny junk journal, tiny, and have this, like the binding and the front and back cover. Or you can cut these into different size tags. I know that there are people who do jewelry with stuff like this, and it gave me an idea, and we're going to try something down the road. It involves Mod Podge, which is exciting. Somebody mentioned, and I totally agree, and completely forgot about doll houses. I'm kind of still suffering because I never had a doll house. If they would have given me cardboard boxes, I never would have thought of that. I would have made my own dollhouse. But I could still have a dollhouse, right? This would make a cool little rug. And if we wanted to, we could cut yarn and sew, just have the ends all sticking out and then trim that. And it would be, nice little frayed ends. I mean, there's just so many things we can do. But this would be a cool little rug in a dollhouse. And there's, I'm sure, so many other things. You can, put this on, like that little denim bag. My little denim bag isn't here because it's in the ready to send as soon as somebody wins it pile in my sewing room, in my office. You can put this as a pocket on things. We're going to try all kinds of stuff, so keep watching. Let me know in the comments if you want me to wash this, because I will. If you want, if I get enough people saying yes, please wash it, I want to see how it turns out. And it might be cute. Other than that, I really like this. I'm dying to trim it because I know, see, messy, trimmed like this. Now that looks like art to me. If I would have trimmed all the sides. I don't know. I think that the black just shows up so much better. I don't know. Tell me if you want me to trim it too. And should I trim before washing or after? You decide. All right, you guys. I hope it gave you some ideas. I do love it, and I will be doing more with this. And again, I'm going to be doing more with yarn, and we're just going to, use pieces of yarn so that everybody can make what I'm making if they want to try it, and not have to go and cut all these little tiny pieces of yarn. Thank you so much for watching. I'll be back with more soon. Bye.